Monday greetings from the UNI-Dome as Cedar Falls Community Television is excited to provide you with high school football coverage. Tonight, it's Class 4A quarterfinal play as the Cedar Falls Tigers host the Bulldogs of Bettendorf. Hi, everybody. Mark Simpson along with the coach, John Yoakum, as we're at the UNI-Dome tonight. And for the second consecutive week here in the postseason, John, the Tigers facing a team they already faced during the regular season.
Yeah, it's good because it's somebody you know, but it's also hard to beat somebody twice.
Well, they're playing a very good Bettendorf team as we look at how these teams got to this point in the postseason. And there you see the Tigers last week easily defeating Dubuque Senior 44-0, while Bettendorf cruised past Linmar 42-14, setting up this quarterfinal matchup. Now, these are the district champs during the regular season. The ones highlighted in red, those are the district champions that have been eliminated so far here in the 4A playoffs. And these are the at-large teams. The red ones are, again, the teams eliminated. The ones in white still alive with a chance to win it all. In other area games tonight in Class 4A around this part of the state, besides the Tigers game against Bettendorf, Valley facing Waukee, Dowling going up against Ankeny, and Cedar Rapids Kennedy taking on the U of Urbandale. Well, Bettendorf, looking at their schedule, coming into this game with a record of 8-2. Their only losses to Cedar Falls back on September 20th and to Cedar Rapids Kennedy. That was the game that for the district championship in Class 4A District 5. So the Kennedy was able to beat the Bulldogs by a score of 28-18. And the Tigers, they've run the table so far. Perfect record. They've had a few close ones, but they have certainly seemed to have everything going their way heading into this quarterfinal game. So John and I are going to get ready for the opening kickoff, but our pregame coverage isn't done yet, as it's time now for a special feature for this quarterfinal playoff game, Cedar Falls Game Night with Mike Menon.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Coach. I saw these teams the last time they played on the sidelines, and it was a crazy one. We all know it was a close game. Both offenses put points on the board. Both defenses played a factor in the game, and special teams did their thing. In my opinion, one of the things that had an effect in the last game was the 1 hour lightning delay. Because after that 1 hour lightning delay, Bettendorf's homestands were diminished. So I'm saying tonight, whichever side's the loudest is going to get the win. So let's see who can get loud. Okay, let's go. Let's see Cedar Falls. That was a close one, but there can only be one winner.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham Way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham Way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Welcome back as we're moments away from the opening kickoff. Our impact players of the game as we prepare for this quarterfinal matchup between Cedar Falls and Bettendorf. And these are the guys we think are going to have the biggest impact on tonight's contest. Well, we'll get to that in just a bit. As ready to kick off will be Bryce Alba, who has 48 touchbacks this year. Bettendorf, an outstanding return team with Tyler Pate and Alan Douglas. But it sails into the end zone, no chance for Bettendorf. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Bulldogs. Cedar Falls won the coin flip. There's, you see, Harrison Bay Bowie with 1,770 yards. He has scored 29 touchdowns this year. He had 4 touchdowns against CF the first time these two teams met back on September 20th, but he only picked up 93 yards. That was his season low so far. Tigers are hoping they can contain him, but on this fast track at the UNI-Dome, it could be tough. First pass of the game, and it's bobbled and incomplete. Intended to find A.J. Douglas, was quarterback Joe Byrne.
Flag on the play.
And there is a flag right about the 23-yard line. So a little short rollout pass, bobbled and incomplete. But let's see what the flag is about.
Maybe the receiver was covered. Could be an eligible man downfield. I'm not sure if that's what it was there. Or it could be lineman downfield as well if he throws it past the line of scrimmage.
Our referee is Brad Bunting. The umpires are Jason Higgins, Jay Leach, the line judge Dirk Lashansky, our back judge Anthony Meyer. They're still talking about this. And they're going.
He didn't catch it. There's that at least, but
it appears to be it's going to go against Bettendorf. So they're going to mark off 5 yards. Put the ball at the 15. So it'll be the down marker across the field to 2nd down. Let's see if it should be 1st and 15.
No, I think it's 2nd because loss of downs is either.
So you all right?
That's a win-win right there,
yeah,
Mark. Good start.
2nd and 15. Byrne, a dual threat. He can run and throw the football. They'll give it to Bay Bowie, and Bay Bowie up the middle. Fights his way. They get the 5 yards they lost in that penalty and about 3 extra, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Bulldogs.
Straight ahead. It's like a battering ram.
Tigers say they got to gang tackle him. He's broken a lot of tackles this year and gone for some long runs. He's averaging 10.3 yards a carry this year. That's ridiculous. Byrne out of the pistol. Bay Bowie, the lone back. Throw to the near side. This time Douglas makes the catch. He's knocked out of bounds, and it looks like he has enough for the 1st down. A.J. Douglas, a 5'9", 165-pound senior, his 27th catch of the year. He averages about 13.5 yards per grab. So it's 1st and 10 for Bettendorf, able to come back despite that 5-yard penalty.
They're going up tempo here to try to catch you off guard a little bit. Don't want you to set up your defense.
Bettendorf averages 452 yards per game offensively. They give the ball to Bay Bowie. He's caught in the backfield by Colin Bonenkamp. Bonenkamp brings him down, the 19th tackle for a loss this year for Colin Bonenkamp, 2nd leading tackler for the Tigers.
Did a good job of getting off his block here. Once he gets a hold of him, wraps him up. I mean, he got blocked, but he was able to get off of it, fight through it. He's not getting away from Bonenkamp.
2nd down and 11. They're going to feature 3 wideouts: Tynan Numkina, A.J. Douglas, and Oliver Bacaris. They're going to keep it at Bay Bowie, and again he's caught in the backfield by Bonenkamp and brought down for a loss. So back-to-back tackles in the backfield by Colin Bonenkamp.
That's a great read by Bonenkamp. He has to be careful with the quarterback keeping it, but he did a good job of reading it right there. Great distance again here for the Tigers. Here's where the defensive backs have to make sure they don't give too much of a cushion. You can give a little bit, but don't give up the 1st down yardage.
We're going to have 4 wideouts. 3 the top of the field, 1 bottom of the field. That's Bacaris, who's a tall target at 6'5". Back to pass, and they'll throw it over the middle, and it's dropped by the big tight end, Noah Abbott. Oh, that would have been a first down for the Bulldogs, just dropped. And that brings up 4th down, and Bettendorf will have to punt the football.
We were fortunate there, but they tried to bring Bay Bowie out to the side to try to draw the defenders out to the middle, or out to the outside, sorry, and then slip the tight end across the middle.
Abbott's a good receiver. He has 20 catches on the year.
He was frustrated with that drop.
So into punt will be Reed Shea. Shea also does all the place kicking for the Bulldogs. He averages 34 yards per punt. This is his 16th kick of the year. His season long is 53. Back deep is Bryce Albaugh for the Tigers. Not a particularly long kick, but it takes a great roll. Picked up on a bounce by Albaugh, and he's whipped to the ground. Great special teams coverage by Kane Schmidt for Bettendorf.
Yeah, he swung him around and spiked him down a little bit there. Great coverage there by the Bulldogs.
Schmidt, one of the starting linebackers for the Bulldogs. Watch this tackle. You're not going anywhere, Mr. Albaugh.
He's fired up.
Cedar Falls 1st and 10 at their own 29. Tigers undefeated, 10-0. Champions of Class 4A District 3. They'll go with the I. Quarterback Cale Loescher under center.
And Cale's deciding what play to run here based on what they're playing defensively.
Tigers will run the football, and keeping the ball is Bo Gross getting the start at tailback, and Bo Gross, the senior, fights his way for about 3.
That looks like they probably have a couple plays called. They get to the line of scrimmage, and Cale gets to read kind of what the defense is set up in, and then he tries to get him in the best play possible and go from there.
Well, these two teams met on September 20th. Gross only had 3 rushing attempts in that game for 4 yards. So he was battling an injury after that and kind of slowed down his season. Play action. They'll throw it to the outside, and making the catch is Campbell. He's muscled out of bounds, a couple yards shy of the first down on the far side of the field, pushed right in front of the Cedar Falls sidelines.
About 3rd and 1. Up 3rd and 2. It's a quick route.
Reed Shea with the tackle.
That's one where they got to give Trey the respect over the top there, give him a little bit of a cushion, so Cale just takes it out from center and throws it to him quick.
So the first 3rd down coming up for the Tigers. This ball game, 9:05 remaining in the first quarter, scoreless. Strong side of the right, running out of the I are the Tigers. Senior quarterback Cale Loescher. They're going to run the football, and Gross nailed, and he loses a yard and bring up 4th down. The Tigers are going to have to punt the football.
They tried to run off tackle here, and the linebacker is able to crash down. There's nowhere to run. Bettendorf was ready for that one.
That's Ryan Cole, the leading tackler for Bettendorf.
You can see why. He got his pad level low, wrapped up, drove right through the tackle.
So the Tigers stuffed on 3rd and short. And now Loescher will have to punt. He averages 40 yards a punt. Look at this high boomings. Spiral, fair catch called for and made around the 18-yard line. Late flag comes out from the back judge. We'll see what this is about.
A hold, they're blocking the back or something.
42-yard punt by Loescher.
Loescher, a 44-yard punt.
That's a beautiful punt. Spiral, high, lots of hang time. Those are the punts you like as a coverage team, just because you have lots of times to run underneath of it. It almost brought rain.
There was a collision right at the end. It looked like Ben Cernett was kind of pulled down, and they're going to call a holding penalty against the Bulldogs. So the second penalty of the game against Bettendorf. Bettendorf, coached by Aaron Wiley in his 12th year. The roots in the Cedar Falls area. Went to University of Northern Iowa and was, in fact, roommates with Brad Remmert, the head football coach for Cedar Falls. You can see the hold here. You see it right there in the corner, bottom right-hand corner.
He does a good job of getting his arms extended so you can see the hold.
Looks like Miku Smith-Reed will be the culprit on that. So that gives bad field position for Bettendorf inside their own 10-yard line. 8:28 to go here in a scoreless first quarter. Second time on offense are the Bulldogs. Running the option and running room for Byrne before he's brought down from behind. Good pursuit by Logan Clements, just when it looked like the quarterback was getting a full head of steam.
Yeah, that was a scary looking play there for a minute, but Clements did a nice job of getting down the line. Just keeps fighting.
That's a gain of 4.
Good job by Logan to get him down there. Because if a linebacker would have had to come up on the quarterback, he hit the pitch there for Bay Bowie to the outside.
Clements has had a terrific senior season. Front four, besides Bonenkamp, or I should say 3 of the 4 were kind of unknowns going into this year, and they have played very well this year. Here's Bay Bowie looking for a hole, but nothing develops, and the Tigers bring him down after a short gain as he gets across the 15.
Sits up 3rd and short here.
Bay Bowie just kind of glides, doesn't he?
His legs are always moving. He's so powerful.
He's gotten a lot of attention with his strong senior season.
Well, the scary thing for him is he could break any run at any time. It could be, a 2-yard run, pops it for 80.
3rd down and 3 coming up for the Bulldogs. And that H-back, strong side here on the right. Back to pass. They'll throw it out, and it's caught. And his knee was down as he made the reception, and that was Tynan Numkina. Not really enough for the first down. Watch it. He makes the grab with one knee down, and right away that's when the play ends. A better angle on this view.
Bettendorf did a good job of kind of going off script there. You'd probably expect the run there on 3rd and 2, but they were able to just throw a quick pass.
Seems like the Tigers giving a lot of cushion to the receivers so far
Yeah,
in this ballgame.
Be interesting to see how they adjust to that.
Here's Bay Bowie, and again, Cedar Falls able to contain the leading rusher for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Weimer got him there.
Trayton Weimer, the 6', 220-pound senior. Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8. Bettendorf, they averaged 286 yards per game on the ground with the play of Harrison Bay Bowie and quarterback Joe Byrne. So 2nd down and 8 coming up for Bettendorf. They're going to put Bay Bowie out in motion, rolling out his quarterback Byrne, and he's under pressure. Tigers, can they get to him? No. And he's able to stumble up the field and able to make look like it was going to be a sack, at least to pick up a couple yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Almost got him twice. The outside linebacker came up here. Barnett almost got him. Bonenkamp almost got him over the top, and then Caden Barnett, I think, got him down there at the end.
Caden Barnett, the senior middle linebacker, leading tackler for the Tigers. 3rd down and 5. 5:47. Scoreless game. Bettendorf on offense for the 2nd time. Tigers beat the Bulldogs 35-32 back on September 20th. 4th game of the year. Tigers showing the blitz. They throw it out into the flat. Ball deflected, hung in the air, and a couple Tigers were around it. Big hit put on A.J. Douglas. He's okay. 4th down coming up. The 2nd time Douglas has dropped it.
Allball is getting ready to make the tackle there. Been nice if the ball popped up a little bit higher. We'll see if we can make a play on it.
That would have been, for a moment, I thought maybe a pick 6.
That's what I thought too. But he was probably doing the smart thing, getting ready to make the tackle.
Albaugh back deep to receive the punt. He averages 8.6 yards last time. No gain. It's a good tackle made by Kane Schmidt. And not a good punt here. And off the side of his foot, that rugby style, takes a good hop for the Tigers and down at the Bettendorf 43.
That was interesting. It looked like the punter tried to run to delay, let the guys get downfield a little bit more, but he ran out of time and then had to kind of kick it quicker than he wanted to.
So excellent field position for Cedar Falls in this explosive Tiger offense. They picked up 56 points in the season finale in that district clinching win against Cedar Rapids Prairie. Scored 44 against Dubuque Senior last week. But obviously, as you go higher into the playoffs, competition gets a lot stronger.
Oh, yeah.
So this is in Bettendorf, the trademark of Aaron Wiley teams has been that really strong, aggressive defense. Loescher threw for 256 yards the first time these two teams met. Little slant in, it's going to be picked off right at the receiver and the defensive back coming back the other way. And this is Shea, and Shea gets his first interception of the year. And that was a pass right into him. And not a good-looking pass from Cale Loescher. Throws his 5th pick of the year.
This is a play that worked quite well for us last week. Fake kind of the bubble screen here. Try to slip Cernette in on the screen there. Just a lot of Bulldogs there.
So the
It's a good effort by Loescher to get him down here, prevent the return.
Well, the first turnover of the game goes against Cedar Falls. Cale Loescher's been very accurate this year. Throws his 5th pick. He has 21 touchdown passes. So now Bettendorf. After not a very good punt, able to avoid that, get the quick turnover, and now they're set up at their own 42-yard line. So the Tiger defense back out on the field. You don't want to give Bay Bowie
Short field.
any opportunities to be on the field. Bay Bowie tries to cut it inside, and the Tigers gang tackling, and they come up with Alex Paxson, the strong safety, making the tackle.
That's a great tackle by Paxson to hit him in the legs. Bay Bowie's so strong, you can't hit him up high. Right here, go right for his legs. Great form tackle there, let your teammates help you out. And that's what our defensive backs are going to have to do because they're going to be undersized compared to him. You got to get them low.
2nd down and 9. Bettendorf with that pounding ground attack. Senior quarterback Joe Bird. He'll hand the ball off. This is Douglas on the jet sweep. Turns the corner. He has running room. And he's finally angled out of bounds in Tiger territory at the 40-yard line.
That's one where the outside, the corner's got to keep contained, or the D-end or outside linebacker, but you can't let him get to the edge. That's what's going to happen there. Good touchdown saving tackle there by Seeger.
Douglas picks up 17 yards and the ball at the 40-yard line.
That's a tough thing with Bay Bowie because you know he's got that power run right up the middle, so you got to keep guys kind of packed in tight, and they run that jet sweep.
Now they put Douglas in motion again, coming the near side, and flags fly, and Bettendorf appeared to have moved early. So this will be the 3rd penalty now against Bettendorf here in the 1st quarter.
It's one of those everyone but the center.
Yeah.
False starts.
Watch it again. I see the center just holding on to the football.
Yep. He's talking to the quarterback because he was the only one that didn't go.
I thought you said it was on 2.
Exactly.
Joe Byrne. He's thrown 9 touchdowns this year, 7 picks, 1,283 yards, completes 62% of his passes, 90 for 144 this year. Again, they'll put Douglas in motion, rolling out to his right. Quick pass, and this is caught. Numkina with the grab, pickup of 8, maybe 9 yards. On the tackle for Cedar Falls was Riley Barnett. Bring up a 2nd and short coming up here for the Bulldogs.
And they've run that as an option a couple of times, so you got to respect the run and then just slip the receiver in and behind him.
Correction, Jabril Bailey with the tackle.
Just trying to bring the linebackers up there and slide the receiver in behind him.
3:40 to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter, but Bettendorf has something going after that interception. And then Byrne, though, he slips on 2nd and short, trying to cut up the field. He'll lose a couple.
Turf Monster got him. I'd expect probably a 4-down territory for them. I would expect a straight ahead run with Bay Bowie here, knowing that you're probably going to run it twice.
John, how big an advantage is it for the Tigers who play all their home games here at the UNI-Dome?
It's huge. It's what you're used to, and playing on the turf's a little different than playing on grass. And I definitely think it helps our passing game. We haven't really got it going yet, but that's a huge advantage.
Bleacher creatures making noise for Cedar Falls. 3rd and short. They throw it out this time. Abbott makes the catch. And he'll pick up the 1st down. A pitch and catch, and they'll pick up 6-7 yards in the play.
Looked like Cedar Falls was thinking what I was thinking, kind of that run. They did a good job of faking that run and then just pitched it out to the tight end here.
Noah Abbott, his 21st grab of the year.
That's what good teams do. They keep you off balance. You think you run, you get pass, and vice versa.
So now the drive is moved over to the Tiger 28-yard line. Started at the Bettendorf 42 after that interception by Shea. Here's a pass on the move and coming back to the football, making the catch. And that's caught by Numkina.
Bonenkamp was almost able to get to him there. Almost had like a jump pass. That was fortunate there. Paxson almost got underneath of that.
Kind of floated out there. Nice. They look for the plays on the sidelines.
They got 4 different guys in different colored jerseys giving signals for the plays here.
Under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Quick pass out. Abbott makes the catch. The tight end heads up the field and will pick up the first down. So again, throwing it out into the flat, and that's become a successful play here so far in this first quarter.
Well, it's just a numbers game. They got 3 guys out there, and we have 2 with the safety over the top, so they're just throwing it out quickly to their big tight end and getting as many blockers as they can in front of him. Bettendorf's now in the red zone.
They are at the 16-yard line. Bettendorf averaging 41 points a ball game this year. This is Bay Bowie. No, the quarterback keeps it around the right end, and Byrne just surprises everybody. Takes it down to the 6. And it looks like it's going to be a first and goal coming up for the Dogs.
Again, that's the play they've been setting up with that quick run with Bay Bowie. Just keeps it there. It's a tough play.
Good ball fake by senior quarterback Joe Byrne. First and goal at the 6. So the first big scoring threat of the ball game belongs to Bettendorf. A long time-consuming drive following that interception made by Reed Shea. Now Bay Bowie. Bay Bowie's caught from behind, and it's Eli Mickey. First man to get his arms around him and brought down around the, spot him at the 4-yard line.
4 or 3, somewhere in there.
3-yard
yeah.
line.
They just pull a couple linemen, get a numbers advantage, just go straight downhill.
You get a pretty good spot. Second and goal. Bay Bowie scored 4 touchdowns against Cedar Falls. That 35-32 Tigers win on September 20th. There's Bay Bowie, and the Tigers get to him immediately, but again, he carries someone, picks up a couple yards out of that, so it's third and goal for the 1.
That just shows you how strong he is. He just pulled Bonenkamp 2 yards forward. Nobody does that. He's right there. He has him at the 5. He just keeps his leg moving, gets down to the 2. Nobody pulls Bonenkamp.
Well,
like
no score after 1 quarter play, but Bettendorf knocking on the door. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this. Our broadcast is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find them online at withamauto.com. We'll return with more from the UNI-Dome right after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
We move into the second quarter of this Class 4A quarterfinal. Cedar Falls versus Bettendorf here on Cedar Falls Community Television. Mark Simpson along with John Yoakum. First quarter numbers, Bettendorf 22 plays, 90 yards. Cedar Falls only 4 plays, 7 yards. Time of possession, Bettendorf 10 minutes, 33 seconds, only a minute 27 for CF. And Bettendorf third and goal from the 2.
Expecting Bay Bowie straight ahead.
Bay Bowie on the keeper, the Wildcat, and he'll go in the middle of the field for a touchdown. And Bettendorf takes a 6-0 lead with the extra point coming.
Well, they just said, let's get rid of the handoff with the quarterback and snap it right to him. Go straight ahead.
So the first play of the second quarter, and Harrison Bay Bowie scores his 30th touchdown of the year on a 2-yard run.
That's what good teams do. You know, after a turnover, they make you pay and score points.
Try for the extra point. This is Reed Shea. Started this with that interception, and he kicks the extra point, and it's 7-0.
Well, Albaugh just missed that one. It's a good push off the edge.
Just that Wildcat as he gets a direct snap and follows his blockers. Bay Bowie. That's somewhere in he's found frequently this year, the end zone. So one of our impact players of the game, making an impact here in the second quarter. It's, again, his 30th touchdown of the year. So now how will the Tigers respond? Let's take a look at this drive. And this was the 17-yard run by A.J. Douglas on the jet sweep. And then Numkina with the reception. Bird throwing it out again to Numkina. And then Bay Bowie finishes it off with that short drive of, short run, I should say, of 2 yards.
Another tough thing when you get to this point of the season, you know, all the plays that have worked really well for you all year are so well scouted. You know, that quick slant on a fake bubble we've run so many times, that's what worked really well for us. You know, teams are starting to get ready for some of that stuff.
Reed Shea has 38 touchbacks this year, an outstanding kicker. Bryce Albaugh averages 33.5 yards per kickoff return. He won't get a chance. That goes into the end zone, so the Tigers will have a long field to work with. First and 10 at the 20. Again, the Tigers, this will be only their 5th offensive play of this first half.
Yeah, and that's another advantage for Bettendorf, running the football. When you're able to run the football and chew up clock, it just, you know, prevents Loescher from getting his chance to spread the ball around out here.
When they met earlier in the year, the Tigers are ranked 3rd in the state, Bettendorf 5th. Tigers were behind, and then there was a lightning delay, about an hour. Tigers were hot after that. They regained the lead and held on for the victory. As getting his first carry of the game is Ryan Ostrich, Tigers leading ground gainer. The Tigers offensive lineman lost his helmet. That looks like Jason Wieland, and he'll have to come off for a play.
It's a gain of 5.
Good block here by Remmert, kind of a crack block. That was a really good block by Remmert. Lyman slips to the second level and bring the tight end in a crack block there. Those are the fun ones too, because the guy's not expecting it. You get to take a quick shot at him.
That was a sneaky 5 yards by Ostrich. So Tigers spread the field. In motion is Remmert. Tigers quick pitch. Ostrich, though, caught in the backfield, slips past a couple tacklers, but good pursuit, and the Bulldogs bring him down for a loss of 3.
That's the hardest 3-yard loss you're going to see. He does a great job of getting it off here. One thing Bettendorf did there last second was they slid the lineman over, so it messed up kind of our blocking. You know, you think you have this guy to block, and then right before the snap happens, he slides over, and it changes your blocking scheme.
Our Tigers really could use a big play here. Keep that Bettendorf offense off the field right now. Give that defense a break. Rolling out, Loescher has protection. And Loescher under pressure, and he throws an incomplete pass as Kane Schmidt harassing him. Also on the pressure was the defensive end, Caden Clemmy, and forced to throw the ball is Loescher, and Tigers now have
anywhere to go.
Yep, 4th down and 8.
Well, Bettendorf did a good job of forcing them into 3rd and long, and then they added 2 safeties over the top, covered everybody man-to-man, so it was man-to-man with a 2-deep, and just nowhere to go with the football.
I'm going to say Loescher's last punt was 46 yards. Looking for another good kick. Angles it away from the return man, and takes a great Cedar Falls roll, and bounces out of play. About 55.
About 52, 53, somewhere there. Yeah, 54. Phenomenal punt.
Yeah, put the ball at the 24, no return. So Loescher, a strong punt. Now here comes Bettendorf back on offense, ball at the 24-yard line. Tigers, last year they beat Bettendorf in the regular season, and of course they already won their first meeting between these two teams this year, but lifetime in the playoffs, Cedar Falls is 0-3 against Bettendorf.
They almost met him in the championship game last year. They had that goal line stand on this whatever 3rd or 4th overtime where a lot of people from Bettendorf thought he got in, and he didn't. So
Dowling escaped with the win. Tigers.
Got held.
Going back to pass, Byrne, and he's forced out of the pocket.
Joseph Byrne to the 29-yard line.
Wow, Drake Weimer
Weimer got held
talking
by
with
two
you.
guys. They're right here.
Weimer on the far left end. Watch 92.
How's that not hold? Or tackle?
So Byrne able to scramble and pick up 6 yards. Second
Weimer.
and 4.
Weimer got hit harder than the quarterback did on that play.
Tigers looking for that big play, down 7-0. 9:57 remaining here in the first half. Douglas is in motion. They'll throw it out, Douglas. He has running room. And Tigers quickly converge on him. He'll pick up 5-6 yards. When he made that catch, looked like he had a lot of space, but the Tigers did a good job quickly getting to him, but it's enough for a first down.
Bettendorf's doing a good job with basically two basic plays. It's buoy right up the middle, or it's throwing it out to the athletes on the edge, and you don't know which one's coming, and then that's a credit to them because they're keeping us off balance.
Bettendorf coming in 8-2. Their only losses this year coming to Cedar Falls and Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Both the Tigers and Kennedy still alive in the playoffs here in 4A. Byrne. Oh, they're going to run the reverse, and this is Douglas. Douglas gets a block, and he is at the 40, 45, and pushed out of bounds near midfield.
Jay Cedar on the stop again.
Douglas has over 225 yards rushing on the season, averages almost 7 yards a carry.
Well, Mickey was in the right place. It just was too many guys there to block him. And again, that's another play where Bettendorf just has us off balance.
Tigers on their heels right now. Bettendorf with the momentum. 9:21 to go here in the first half. Bay Bowie. No, Byrne will keep it. And Byrne slips past a tackle. Fights his way for about 5-6 yards.
Quarterback does a great job here, just keeping it in there to the last second.
Just pulls it out of the belly.
You know, and that's going to slow Bonenkamp down too on that play with Bay Bowie, because he wants to go to Bay Bowie, but now he's got to think about, is the quarterback going to keep it?
Bay Bowie, 18 yards rushing so far. Looking to his left is Byrne. Throws it high and caught by Numkina. Another first down is Byrne, accurate throwing the football, and Bettendorf, those paper cuts.
I'd say that one was a little high. Yeah. Look at this, look at these hops. Woo. And, you know, and we need one of those to go over his head or tip one where we can maybe get a turnover. Need something good to happen here.
That's just like a lot of paper cuts
exactly.
right now. And
they're dumping some salt in the wound too a little bit right now.
Bulldogs with the Big Mo on their side, and Douglas in motion, going to the top of the field. Pitch to Bay Bowie, and the Tigers again able to contain one of the state's leading rushers. Eli Mickey, nice tackle.
Yeah, great tackle there. He's ready for it. Puts a good stick on him here. He reads it, comes up, reads the play, boom.
Eli Mickey is 6'1", 180-pound junior, third on the Tigers in tackles this year. If the Tigers win tonight, they will tie for the winningest decade in Tiger history. From 2000 to 2009, Cedar Falls won 78 games, and including the playoffs, a total of 92. So right now, 2010 to 2019, Cedar Falls has won, including the playoffs, 91 games. Huge running room for Byrne. Byrne, middle of the field, still carrying tackles. And all the way down inside the 20, down about the 17-yard line. So Joe Byrne is hurting the Tigers.
It was designed the whole way. He knew he was going to run it. It's kind of a zone blocking scheme, just block down to the left, let the quarterback make the read.
Well, before the game, we said our impact player would be Bay Bowie, but right now it's number 7 for Bettendorf. Joe Byrne having a marvelous game. And now inside the red zone again is Bettendorf. 7:07 as this Tiger defense has been on the field for a long time here in the first half. Bay Bowie off the left side and Fights his way for about 4. The Tigers have been able to contain him so far.
And that's, they've done a good job of containing him, but Bettendorf's doing a really good job of getting it to everybody else and making it hurt a little bit.
It's a 2nd down and 7.
And that's the thing. They get you thinking about everybody else, and then that's when Beibui's going to hurt you. But the Tigers are doing a good job of forcing it to everybody else, but the other guys are making plays.
Can the Tigers keep Bulldogs out of the end zone here? Time of possession, huge advantage right now for the Bulldogs. Looking to right, throws it to the sidelines, making the catch, immediately hit. Down goes the receiver, and down goes a flag as well.
I think it might be a hold on Bettendorf. That's what I saw.
Bird.
Bryce Hallbaugh making the tackle.
And it's Numkina with the catch. The immediate tackle made by Cedar Falls. And that will be against Bettendorf. That's the only thing Bettendorf has done wrong so far. It's been the penalties. That's their ineligible receiver. That's a big one.
It's lost it down too, I think.
Yes, it is. It's now watch the hit.
That's a great hit by Hallbaugh there. We're close to getting some of those. Need a turnover.
2nd down and 12. Clock running. 6:07 to go in the first half. And another flag flies as the ball is snapped. And illegal procedure. So the Bulldogs going backwards here.
Illegal procedure penalty on the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs are our own worst enemy with consecutive penalties.
The Tigers are doing kind of that defensive line shift, kind of like Bettendorf did, but sometimes they're doing that to draw the offense offsides, or procedure penalty there, and it worked there.
Bettendorf out of District 5. They were the runners-up in that district behind Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Tigers the champions of District 3. Tigers 10-0, Bettendorf 8-2. Tigers ranked 3rd. The final AP, or 2nd in the final AP poll, Bettendorf 7th. Byrne dumps it out into the flat, caught by Douglas, ends up the field, and then knocked out of play right around the 17-yard line. So A.J. Douglas hauls it in. They pick up about 8 yards on the play. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
Got to get a stop here. Force a field goal attempt or 4th down try from them.
Again, the Tiger offense, they've run just 5 plays in this entire first half so far. I can't recall a game where the Tiger
Time of possession is going to be ugly here at halftime.
The Tiger offense has been limited so much. Strong side of the right, Byrne throwing. Now he's going to try to run with it. Coming back the other side of the field. And the Tigers able to pin him down as Eli Mickey pushes him out of bounds. But they're going to call a flag for a late hit on Mickey, and that'll be a 1st down for Bettendorf. The Tigers get the stop they needed. What they're going to say, Mickey was too aggressive in the tackle on Byrne. And
it's too bad. It was a great play by him. Well, he's kind of getting pushed.
He spins him. Maybe a little acting with the fall by Byrne after the play.
And the officials just see the arms extended and just, it looks worse than it probably was.
Oh. So that would have been 4th down, maybe a try for a field goal. But now it's 1st and goal. How is that a 1st down?
How is that not a first? I guess personal fouls don't have to be a 1st down anymore.
The down marker says it's a 3rd down.
That's what the official said too.
Huh.
That's new to me.
I thought that was an automatic 1st down. Well, it's 3rd down, less than a yard coming up here for
straight ahead, Beibui.
Beibui, I'll give him that wildcat up the middle, fights a tackler. Ball comes loose, and a scramble for it. Who got it? Bettendorf says they scored. Tigers say they have it. Oh, now they're going to say he's down. Okay. Oh. Ball, watch at the end of the play. Boy, that's a close play.
He's down. He might have even been in the end zone.
Tigers thought they got Bettendorf the quick snap, and Bowie will go in for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs lead 13-0. His second score of the ball game. Watching that replay again. Here's and he stretches out of the ball comes out.
Oh, the ball was loose.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was coming out. Boy, that's a tough call. I mean, that's a tough call for the official there. Shea for the point after.
I didn't see who recovered it in the end zone either.
Tigers got the ball.
That'd have been huge. Well, now the offense has got to respond. This next drive is huge.
5:09 to go here in this first half, dominated by Bettendorf. They lead 14-0.
We get the ball at halftime, so I mean, if you can get a drive together and score a touchdown, you feel okay going into halftime considering how things have not gone their way.
All time in the quarterfinals, Cedar Falls in the playoffs are 11-9. What's one? Well, this is some of the highlights for Bettendorf in this drive. So the run by, again, the jet sweep by A.J. Douglas. And Byrne, the quarterback. Throwing, Numkina climbing the ladder to make that reception. And Byrne keeping the ball himself. This was that big run. A costly penalty, though, as the ball is kicked into the, is that out of bounds, or did that make it into the end zone? I think that might have been.
I thought that was out of bounds like on the 2.
I thought that might have been out around the 2, but they're going to say it's a touchback and be first and 10 at the 20.
Wow.
From our angle,
hard. Yeah, it's hard to see.
It was hard to see, but I thought that might have gone out, curved out around the 2. Well, boy, the pressure is on the Tiger offense right now. We've run only 5 plays offensively in this entire game. We got 5:09 to go here in the first half. So Tiger offense trying to solve Bettendorf, get something going. Losher running the option, and he is going to be caught. And tackle made by Schmidt, the linebacker, and the loss of a yard. The holes are just not there so far for Cedar Falls.
Looks like Barry maybe got in on that one. Ethan Barry and Schmidt.
Yeah,
they're fired up. They're coming off the ball hard, getting off blocks.
They're the 2 linebackers for the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 11. Tigers trail 14-0. Trying to get first down. Ball lobbed out. Receivers open. Cernat with the catch right into the sidelines and pushed out of bounds at the 42. Cernat seems to be shaken up after the play.
It's interesting. They did like an inside shade there on Cernat. Cernat just kind of went right down the sidelines. Losher just kind of flipped it over the top.
There's Smith Reed with a big pop on Cernat right on the front of the Tiger bench. So Ben's just shaken up on that. Cernat, the leading receiver for the Tigers. That's his 46th catch of the year. 2 wideouts to the left. Tigers will run the ball, and Ryan Ostrich grabbed right by Griffin Little, the defensive tackle. Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8.
There's a couple times he's been on screen. He's 6'3", 270. He's just huge through the middle there.
His middle name is Isn't. Griffin Isn't Little. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. And you kind of feel a sense of desperation here for the Tigers.
That's a big drive for the Tigers, for sure.
Trying to get something going positive. Cernat back into the ball game, pump fake, and then Losher is going to be brought down. There's Little with the sack.
One thing the Bettendorf's doing a really good job of is they're putting a safety over Campbell, and they're putting a safety over, so like those deep passes down the slot that we've usually gotten are not there tonight, and that's what Losher's looking for. It's just not there. He doesn't want to make a bad pass here.
Bulldogs intercepted Loescher in the first quarter. That led to the first touchdown by the Bulldogs. So now it's a 3rd down and 13. Tigers have to get to the Bulldogs' 48-yard line for first down. Loescher looking to throw, airs it, lofts it down the far sidelines, and it appears to be caught.
What a catch.
That's going to be a first down reception. Oh, Ben Cernat with a terrific catch. And again, he comes out of the ball game a little bit shaken up. What an acrobatic grab.
Tell you what, that's a senior that it means a lot to. You know, this every game could be your last one.
Oh!
Catch.
That is one for the highlight reel.
And he understands exactly how important this is.
Well, the Tigers convert on that 3rd down and long. Now the Tigers misdirection play, and Ostrich chopped down after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, he got bent kind of sideways. It looked painful here.
That was awkward the way he landed.
Yeah, just got a hold of a leg.
That was Diego Cortez, defensive end, grabbing him by the ankle. 2:32 remaining here in the first half. Bettendorf leading 14-0. Time becoming a factor. Loescher will keep it, running up the middle, and little running room for the senior quarterback for the Tigers.
3 timeouts here. You want to just make sure you get the play you want. Plus, you know, Cernet's played both ways. You want to give him some time to get rested here so he can be full of energy here on his 3rd down play.
Timeout taken by the Tigers. You see Ken Koltoff, charge of that offensive line. Tigers again have never beaten Bettendorf in the playoffs. They're 0-3 lifetime against the Bulldogs. Cedar Falls trying to solve Bettendorf.
I think it was last week we said the teams that we had played in the regular season, we were like undefeated against.
Yeah, we were 8-0, and now we're 9-0.
So something's got to give, Mark. We've played these guys already in the regular season to beat them. Something's got to give.
I remember, and the Tigers, when the last time they played Bettendorf in the postseason, these two guys were on that Tiger team. Now on the suiting up on Sundays. Butker for the Bills and Pierce Baker for the Redskins. How'd we lose that game?
Yeah, they'll move some people.
They still have eligibility.
I got the seam open with Campbell there on the top of the screen.
3rd down and a long 3. Here's a pass. Oh, did he catch it? No, he did not. A little bit underthrown. Campbell was open, and now it's 4th down. Tough break.
I think he could go for it here.
Loescher's pass just kind of floated it, and Campbell could not come up with the grab.
It's too bad, 'cause that's the first time in a long time that Campbell hasn't been covered with a safety over the top.
Oh, huge play in this ball game. 4th down. About 4. They're going to look for Campbell again. Loescher in trouble, running for his life. Airs it, lobs it, and caught!
Hutchins.
Daniel Hutchins with the reception.
Wow.
Throws it into traffic, and Daniel Hutchins comes up with the football.
Well, Loescher was rolling out, and Hutchins just put his hand up. It's like the backyard. You just throw it up, say 500. Go get it. Look at that little lob pass. Hutchins just high points it. Great play.
Hutchins had the huge game against Bettendorf the first time these two teams met. He had 2 touchdown grabs of over 40 yards, including one of 46. So the Tigers keep the drive alive. Ostrich up the middle, running room, 5, touchdown, give him 6.
That's huge for the Tigers. What a great drive, great response. Big plays to keep the drive alive. Cernet's catch on the sideline. Hutchins on 4th down. Good move by Ostrich.
An 80-yard drive, twice converting on 3rd and then on another on a 4th down.
That's another classic example. If you get a team thinking pass and you're able to get Ostrich some space on a run, it's huge.
Ryan Ostrich, his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point up and no good, they're saying. Oh, no good. Why? Usually Mr. Automatic, Bryce Alba. puts it wide to the right. And so it's 14-6. Well, the Tigers, they do get the touchdown, but some of the momentum lost as they missed the point after. But still, they have to feel good about themselves getting on the scoreboard here. But Bulldogs still have 3 timeouts left and 1:42 to work with.
They definitely needed that drive. Be interesting to see how aggressive Bettendorf is here with 3 timeouts. Getting the ball here.
Yeah, obviously that big catch by Cernette, that circus catch he made with the 1 foot in bounds. And here's the touchdown by Ostrich. Little shake and
great
bake.
Jump cut. He got right to the hole. There's nothing there. Hops about 4 or 5 feet to the side, and then he's gone.
So
it's great agility.
Big sigh of relief by the Tiger fans.
Me too.
Albaugh ready to kick off. Good crowd here for this 4A quarterfinal at the UNI-Dome. And Albaugh, high kick, and they're going to get a chance. And with the return, this is Peel. Look at him go, and a strong return. Wow, Tyler Pate, who averages 33 yards of return. He has a couple touchdowns this year. That's why you don't want to kick to him.
He is quick. That was a no-nonsense return. He wasn't faking going anywhere. It's just straight line, use the speed.
Ball at the 37. Again, Bulldogs have all 3 timeouts remaining.
And that allows them to run or pass because they can run any play they want.
Douglas in motion. He gets the ball in the jet sweep and is mugged down by Colin Bonenkamp. Woof. Get the license plate of that car. Wow.
Off the ball and boom. That's not the guy you want to see.
Loss of 4. Clock continues to tick away.
Now this is big because if they don't gain yards in this play, we can call timeout to make them do something on 3rd and call timeout again.
Approaching the 1 minute mark of this 1 minute remaining here in this first half. Tigers trail by 8. They have Douglas in motion, and the quarterback will keep it. And carries a man up to past the 40 to the 41. Now a timeout taken by the Tigers.
Good job by the quarterback, kind of slipped through there. Byrne was able to slip through that gap there.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 6 coming up here for Bettendorf. 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. The referee pointed as if it was a timeout taken by Bettendorf.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was the Bulldogs calling the timeout. I thought Cedar Falls had called the timeout.
I think they're both trying. I think Cedar Falls was trying to, but.
So that's a break for CF as teams getting instructions from their coaches. Cedar Falls
looks like now I'm hearing that it was Cedar Falls' timeout.
Yeah, now they changed it on the scoreboard. Initially, the official, though, he pointed towards Bettendorf.
Be interesting to see what Bettendorf dials up here.
But they've been very effective with those passes out to the flat.
Just keeping us off balance. But I would expect the corners to play a little tighter here in case they do throw it.
So Byrne is the quarterback. Rolls to his right, has a lot of time. Now the pocket closes, he takes off. Ooh, and it looks like he got enough for the 1st down.
Boy, that is close.
It was close, but it's momentum. Yep, that'll be a 1st down. 40 seconds to go here. It's Joe Byrne. He has played a huge role in the first half for
Now Bettendorf's going to use their timeouts.
So now Bettendorf uses their first timeout. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Dogs. Coached by Aaron Wiley in his 12th year.
The Tigers did a great job of, providing the coverage. The quarterback realized there was nothing there, so tuck it down and run it.
Earlier in the year, the Tigers winning at Tavel Stadium, home of the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Again, that was that game halted in the final minute of the 3rd quarter because of lightning. about an hour delay. And Cedar Falls was able to rally. They were trailing at the time, and they went on to win 35-32. And during the delay, all the students that got together had some fun while they waited out storm inside the Bettendorf High School. They were dancing, having a fun time. Love to see the great sportsmanship. First and 10, rolling out, Byrne. Gonna air it deep, way overthrows the intended receiver. That was trying to find Abbott, the tight end, not even close.
They're trying to bring everybody one direction to the left, have the tight end sneak back, and then just throw it up to your big playmaker.
Bailey with the coverage for Cedar Falls. 2nd and 10, that ate up 5 seconds. So it's 2nd down and 10. Tigers trying to keep this just an 8-point game. Heading into the locker room. Tigers will get the second half kickoff. They spread the field, 4 receivers. They'll give it to Harrison Bay Bowie, and Bowie trying to get some running room, cuts it up the field, has a blocker down the sidelines, 30, down to the 20, and then steps out of bounds with 25 seconds remaining. There's his longest run of the ball game.
And that's the tough thing, because he could run that run play at any time with those timeouts. He gets through the initial line of scrimmage and just bounces to the outside.
Huge run by.
Plus it saves the timeout by getting out of bounds.
Bay Bowie. That was like 33 yards. Bettendorf still with 2 timeouts remaining, and a flag flies, and again, illegal procedure against Bettendorf.
And I think that's the defensive line shifting again, drawing them into that procedure penalty.
That's been the only negative for Bettendorf in this first half, has been all the flags. So watch the Tigers.
Nope. Yeah, tight end. I think.
Tight end moved
Maybe
up.
didn't even shift that time. Not sure what the quarterback was complaining about there.
He was upset with the.
He could be upset with the
offensive-
lineman. It
Yep.
could be that.
And now do we have a timeout taken? Well, the clock says 24 seconds. It was at 25. I think that's what they want to change it back.
Yeah, they need to get to 25.
Go back to 25 seconds. Again, our referee tonight is Brad Bunting. Get this point in the playoffs, you get the top officiating crews. Honor for them to do these playoff games as well. Quick pass, Abbott with the catch, pitch out to Bay Bowie. Bay Bowie, a little hook and ladder, big hit as he is bumped out of bounds at the 12. Nice play by Bettendorf. The catch.
Just lowers his shoulder here at the end of the run.
Watch
Good
this.
aggressive, boom. That's why I said you got to tackle him low. He hit it up top. It's going to be a problem.
17 seconds to go here.
He got out of bounds again.
Tigers had just cut the lead at 14-6. Trying to keep him out of the end zone. Byrne rolling out. And he slips. And Bonenkamp looked like he was being held, but nothing called. But, they lose yardage as the quarterback slips.
It looked like Wykers is getting held too. Wykers and Bonenkamp thought they were getting held.
Now watch this. Yeah, that's not pretty.
And see, the thing is you usually get away with that on the inside part of the line, but out on the edge on a rollout pass, you would think that they would be able to see that one.
And look at Coach Wiley. A little upset there, and there's Cedar Falls. Defense trying to come up with a stand here. Ball goes back to the 18-yard line. Only 11 seconds. You feel if they can hold them here, then they can maybe
force a field goal attempt.
Now, their kicker, Reed Shea, is only 2 for 4 on the year, but he does have a kick of 44 yards.
Another thing that's important here is they have the ability to go over the middle with 11 seconds left and a timeout, because sometimes you're just going to force it to the middle because you know they won't be able to get the play done. But with the timeout, everything's in play here.
So let's see what the play is called by the Bettendorf sidelines. 3rd down and 9. They're going to lob it out to the near corner and intercepted. It's going to be picked off. And the Tigers stop. A huge play by Cedar Falls. Bryce Alba, his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, that's a big-time defensive play by the senior.
Alba showing off the hops there.
The Tiger free safety getting up and coming down with it. So Bettendorf threatens, but Alba slams the door with that Oski, and now it's 6 seconds to go here in the first half. Tigers will just go to one knee and then try to regroup at halftime. So down by 8, could have been a lot worse, John.
Exactly.
So
get the ball first out of halftime as well.
So Tigers showing signs of life offensively late. Come up with a big defensive stand to end this first half. And it's 14-6. Bettendorf with the lead in this Class 4A quarterfinal matchup heading into the locker room. Cedar Falls postseason football is brought to you by our main sponsor, Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find them online at withamauto.com. John and I will be back with the second half right after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. That means stocking a wide selection of the area's top-selling pre-owned vehicles that fit any budget. From low-mileage cars to one-owner cars to local trades, we carry the vehicles you want. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
With phone service from those other guys, who do you call if something goes wrong? If you get through, can they help you? And where are they anyway? It's different with FiberNet Phone from CFU. If you need help with your service, calling features, or have a billing question, call us. If we can't help you by phone, we'll send one of our guys. Visit cfu.net/phone to see our simple low-cost service plans, or call us and switch to FiberNet Phone from CFU.
There is only one place that has all of the highlights, all of the interviews, and all the great behind-the-scenes footage. Don't miss out on the high-flying action as we break it down on Panther Sports Talk. Tune in each week as Panther Sports Talk covers everything related to University of Northern Iowa athletics. Catch Panther Sports Talk on Channel 15, Cedar Falls Community Television.
With phone service from those other guys, you get a bill like this. Take a good look. What are all those fees? Why is it so hard to see the real price of your service? After all those tack-on charges, it's hard to tell. It's different with FiberNet Phone from CFU. Great calling features are free, and you get one combined monthly bill for all CFU services. Visit cfu.net/phone to see our simple, low-cost service plans and switch to FiberNet Phone from CFU.
Looking for the absolute best deals in Iowa on new Fords? Witham Ford in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City has you covered. Looking for the Cedar Valley's largest Ford selection? Witham Ford has you covered. Our 3 locations means we're the Cedar Valley's largest Ford dealer, covering all of your Ford needs for sales, service, and parts. So shop the Ford dealer you can count on. Shop Witham Ford in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Picture all the devices at your house that connect to the internet and all the things they do. What's wrong with this picture? Looks like your broadband service can't keep up. Now picture your family with FiberNet broadband from Cedar Falls Utilities. CFU built fiber to your door for high-powered internet that keeps all your devices going strong. We've got the speed you need at 100, 250, or 1,000 megabits per second. Get the picture? Call and get connected with FiberNet broadband today.
With phone service from those other guys, who do you call if something goes wrong? If you get through, can they help you? And where are they anyway? It's different with FiberNet Phone from CFU. If you need help with your service, calling features, or have a billing question, call us. If we can't help you by phone, we'll send one of our guys. Visit cfu.net/phone to see our simple low-cost service plans, or call us and switch to FiberNet Phone from CFU.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
There is only one place that has all of the highlights, all of the interviews, and all the great behind-the-scenes footage. Don't miss out on the high-flying action as we break it down on Panther Sports Talk. Tune in each week as Panther Sports Talk covers everything related to University of Northern Iowa athletics. Catch Panther Sports Talk on Channel 15, Cedar Falls Community Television.
Picture all the devices at your house that connect to the internet and all the things they do. What's wrong with this picture? Looks like your broadband service can't keep up. Now picture your family with FiberNet broadband from Cedar Falls Utilities. CFU built fiber to your door for high-powered internet that keeps all your devices going strong. We've got the speed you need at 100, 250, or 1,000 megabits per second. Get the picture? Call and get connected with FiberNet broadband today.
Hope you're enjoying our production of high school football featuring the Cedar Falls Tigers. Score at halftime of this Class 4A quarterfinal matchup. The visitors from Bettendorf, the Bulldogs, with an 8-point lead. As Bettendorf put together a strong first 2 quarters of play. Tigers trying to make the adjustments as we move into the second half. Look at some of the highlights from that first half. And Harrison Bay Bowie was contained for the most part. He had one long run towards the end of the first half, but other than that, the Tigers did a good job on Bowie. Came in with 1,770 yards. You see the Colin Bonekamp making a great job from his defensive tackle position. Here's an interception thrown by Loescher. That's what Tigers had excellent field position to start the drive, but costly interception, and that led to a touchdown drive, 11 plays, goes 58 yards. This is A.J. Douglas on the jet sweep, gaining 17 yards on that pickup. Quarterback Joe Byrne played a big role in that first half with his arm and feet. Able to find wideout Tynan Numkina. That set up the run, begin the second quarter by Harrison Bay Bowie from 2 yards out. That quarterback keeper. Watch this is right before that as he tried to extend it. The ball came loose, it looked like. Looked like he lost control of it, or was his knee down? It was a bang-bang play, hard to tell. The Tigers down 14-0. Able to get some big pass plays to Ben Cernett. This was on a 3rd down and 15. Watch the effort. Makes the catch, somehow gets 1 foot in bounds. The Tigers keep the drive alive. And then this is on 4th down. Loescher scrambling, throws it up into traffic, and Daniel Hutchins makes the grab. That was a 4th down and 5, and the Tigers were able to continue the drive. And then a couple plays later, Ryan Ostrich in from 15 yards out. Now the Tigers missed the point after try, so we're up at 14-6. And late in the second quarter, this was the long run by Bay Bowie. 34-yard gain. And then they go down, little hook and ladder. Abbott, the tight end, with the catch. Then Bay Bowie with the punishment at the end, lowering the shoulder. But the Tiger defense coming up with a big play. And it's Alba in the end zone, stepping in front of Numkina, and comes away with a great interception, his second of the year, to thwart the drive. And We're still at 14-6 here at intermission. Let's take a look at the first half stats, and well, John Yoakum rejoins me, and pretty one-sided for Bettendorf.
Yeah, the time of possession was the big one there where they just controlled things. Both teams had a turnover. The turnover for us saved the touchdown for them, but yeah, it jumps out the rushing yards, and it's not just Bay Bowie. It's the quarterback is hurting us burn, and those jet sweeps with Douglas. It's just a combination of all those things.
And Tigers leading ground gainer, Ryan Ostrich, only 22 yards rushing in that first half. Bay Bowie has 64, Byrne has 54, Douglas with 26. So in that time of possession, the Tigers getting most of that 88 yards, total yards on that touchdown drive right before the end of the first half. So right now, Bettendorf ahead by 8, but see if that late touchdown by the Tigers and that interception will carry them over into the second half. Our broadcast is brought to you by Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street in Cedar Falls, or find them online at withamauto.com. We'll have the start of the second half right after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
What's the easiest way to buy? The Witham way. And that means offering you the convenience you need when shopping our 3 locations in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City. These locations mean always having the inventory you want when you want it. That's the Witham way. And check your mailbox for this month's specials or online at withamauto.com. Witham Auto Centers in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Well, the Iowa High School Athletic Association needs your help to add registered sports officials the 2019-2020 school year. Officials are needed at all levels in all Iowa High School Athletic Association sanctioned sports. Officiating allows you to stay close to the game while serving as a community leader in action. And in Iowa, high school and junior high games can't take place without them. Visit iahsaa.org or highschoolofficials.com for more information. Help the Iowa High School Athletic Association add one today. And the Iowa High School Athletic Association would like to take this opportunity to remind you that sportsmanship starts with you. Good sportsmanship means showing respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, schools, and to those around you, regardless of how an event is going. Good sportsmanship shows character, accountability, sets a positive example on and off the field. The IHSAA thanks you for being a good sport for tonight's game. 14-6 is our score at halftime. Tigers will receive the second half kickoff. It's the Bleacher Creatures trying to charge up that Cedar Falls sidelines.
Yeah. Cedar Falls done a really good job all year of making adjustments at halftime. See what they come out with here in the second half.
Ready to kick off is Reed Shea, an outstanding kicker, one of the state's leaders in touchbacks. Bryce Albaugh standing at the goal line. Again, Albaugh averages 38.5 yards per kickoff return this year and has returned 2 for touchdowns. Shea won't give Albaugh a chance. Oh, he will. Oh, no. He makes the catch but steps out of play at the 1 yard line.
They're saying it was it was a touchback.
Oh, they are?
Ooh,
okay.
That was lucky. It's hard to see from the angle we're at, but it looked like he caught it and stepped out on the 1.
That's what it looked like for me. Oh,
His right foot was in the end zone. That was lucky for us.
Cedar Falls got a break. Aaron Wiley's talking with the official down there. He thought that was the situation. Aaron Wiley has that John Madden in him that kind of one of those guys that always talking to the official after every play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a huge difference there.
Woo! Tigers dodge a bullet. Ostrich, 1st and 10. Can he bust it outside? Carrying tacklers and picks up about 3. That's a hard-fought yard by the junior running back for Cedar Falls. Tigers trying to get that ground game going.
They had a hold of him about the 20, and he was able to run through that arm tackle at the end here. They get a hold of the back of his jersey here. Just kind of drags through it.
It's Tyler Pate hanging on for dear life. Pate from his safety position. 2nd down and 7. Cale Loescher, quick pass out in the flat and making the catch. Daniel Hutchins. Hutchins slips past one tackler and pick up the 1st down. Daniel Hutchins with an important catch on 4th down. Keep that drive alive where Cedar Falls eventually scored on the Ryan Ostrich 15-yard run. Hauls in his first catch in the 2nd half.
And we have to do some of that if we want to run that slip for Surnett on that quick slant. We got to run some of those quick bubble passes to our receivers.
So Tigers pick up a 1st down. Cale Loescher now is 5 out of 8 throwing. He did throw 1 interception in that 1st half. Here's Ostrich trying to get free. Oh, and the flag comes out. It's going to be a holding penalty against Cedar Falls.
It's too bad we had a good hold there for a minute. Yeah, it looks like he got held right there on the point of attack. Abbott got held there. And he knew he was getting held, so he put his arms up to make it obvious for the officials, which is a smart play by him.
So the ball goes back to the 20-yard line. 10:45 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, just underway. Bettendorf with the lead of 8 points. It's the Bulldogs with a very strong 1st half. They kept the ball away from the Tigers most of that 1st half, that explosive Tiger offense, and now Cedar Falls trying to play from behind. Loescher back to pass. They set up a screen, and it's caught. And Ostrich fights his way to the 25. Looks like the ball came loose, and the Tigers turn it over. And recovering is Reed Shea. Well, he had an interception earlier in the game, and now he recovers a fumble.
And Ostrich thought he was down. That was his reaction.
There's Ostrich. Watch. And
that's already coming out. He wasn't down, yeah.
So the ball.
And Bettendorf was right there to scoop it up.
2nd turnover.
Reed Shea, you said, got the fumble recovery there.
So the ball spotted at the 24-yard line. And now Bettendorf.
Big momentum play there by the Bettendorf defense.
Yeah, they can open up this game perhaps. Bay Bowie bounces off tackles, keeps the legs driving, takes it inside the 20.
Bay Bowie inside the 20. Bonningham making the tackle for the Tigers.
Right at the 19-yard line. Bettendorf has never lost to Cedar Falls in the playoffs. They are 3-0 all time. I remember 2011, Cedar Falls had a pretty good team. And Bettendorf beat them 35-7. That's the only game I ever recall Cedar Falls getting that 35-point clock against them.
Okay.
Looking to throw, Byrne. Now he's going to run with it. And able to grab him from behind was Logan Clement near the 1st down marker.
Burns hurt us on those. When we've had good coverage, he's done a nice job of stepping up. He realizes it's not there, doesn't like it, makes a move.
It's 3rd down and 2. Numkina, top of the field. They're going to put Bakaris along with Douglas here on the left. Now Douglas is in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep. The quarterback will pick up the 1st down. Joe Byrne has played a strong game, and it's 1st and 10. The ball at the 11-yard line.
It's a hard play to defend. You run the jet sweep and the fake with Bowie, and you're just straight ahead with the quarterback.
So a costly fumble, giving Bettendorf great field position and trying to take advantage of the short field. Are the Bulldogs already up by 8? Looking for the upset.
Burns trying to walk it off a little bit there. That was kind of slow getting up.
Flag flies. And
yeah, it looked like Bay Bowie had a false start there.
So again, Bettendorf committing a penalty. They have now committed 7 penalties in the game. And the ball goes back to the 16-yard line.
They're trying to run a counter there.
So the clock.
Be big for the defense to force a field goal.
Clock ticks away, 8:32. Again, it's been.
That's what Bettendorf kind of strangles you when they get a lead with the way they run the ball. They just take the air out of it, run the clock.
Ground and pound, looking to throw Byrne, and he'll dump it off. Caught by Abbott, the tight end. Big man puts his head down and fights. Gets the yardage they lost in that penalty.
Tried to bring Bay Bowie out to the side, draw him away. Good job of slipping it to the tight end on a middle screen. Neiman was there.
Like I say, ball is going to be at the 13-yard line. They can pick up a first down at the 2. 2nd down and 12. Tiger defense came up with a big defensive stop late in the first half, and that interception in the end zone by Albach. Can they do it again? Looking to throw. They lob it. Receivers there. It's a sliding catch for Douglas, and it's a touchdown.
It's a great throw by Byrne. He slipped it in right over the top of the Tiger defenders. Douglas got to the outside, got to the edge. He just slipped it in right over the top. Great catch and able to stay in bounds was Douglas.
So now it's 20-6. Byrne finding A.J. Douglas, who makes the big catch. And the extra point on the way, and it's perfect. And Bettendorf, quick drive, just 24 yards. Tigers turn it over, and Bettendorf makes them pay for it. So now it's 21-6, 7:34 still to play. A lot of time remaining in this ball game. This is the fumble, little screen pass, and Ostrich had the ball stripped out of his hands.
That is a tough thing when you fight for extra yards. Those kind of things can't happen.
And here's the short drive.
Little screen pass there is middle screen to the tight end.
And this is the touchdown grab. Douglas with the catch. And now the Tigers trail by 15. Cedar Falls coming in unbeaten, and now down by 15 here. 7:34 to go in the third. Time to put on that rally cap.
Big drive here, Mark.
Reed Shea ready to kick off. And Albaugh's going to have a chance. We'll take it at the 5, to the 10, 15, 20, up the middle. A little bit of a seam, and it closes as he goes down at the 30-yard line.
Every one of those are exciting. And he gets ahead of steam going. That offense has got to respond here. Got to have a big play.
So again, you feel like that sense of urgency already here for the Tiger offense here after that touchdown by Bettendorf.
And a lot of that's because of the way Bettendorf plays on offense. He just strangle you on offense with the way they run the ball.
So the Tigers, 1st and 10 at their 30-yard line. Loescher back to pass, throws it out in the flat, caught near the sidelines, and getting free, still on his feet, picking up the first down. Tiger receiver. That's 1st and 10 for Cedar Falls, and there's Ben Cernat making another big play.
Good catch and move. Gets it on the edge, makes the guy miss. Loescher just flips it out there quick.
Cernat coming into the game with 45 catches, and he has now picked up his 3rd grab in this ball game. He had that really, the 24-yard reception on that 3rd down, that 3rd and long. They keep that drive alive in the first half when the Tigers scored their only touchdown. Back to pass, Loescher, pocket closing. Kale's going to step up in the pocket, and he has running room. 50, 45, 40, still on his feet. And Kale fights hard, up to the 40-yard line. So, Cale Loescher.
It's a big play. He just missed getting the sack here. He can sense it behind him, steps up. Good move there. Made the linebacker slip.
Loescher with that long stride, with that lanky 6'5" frame. The Tigers trying to respond after giving up that touchdown and that 13-yard touchdown pass from Byrne to Douglas. Bo Gross in the game, and the senior getting outside. Bo Gross turning on the Jets, and he'll pick up a first down run.
Good run there by Gross. Kind of presses the middle, knowing he's going to bounce it. Presses it here, then bounces to the outside, uses his speed, finishes the run there.
An injury-plagued year for Bo Gross, and finally getting healthy here. The right time here in the postseason. Tigers 1st and 10 now at the Bettendorf 29. Tigers showing a little continuity on offense.
Yep. And Loescher wants to pick up the pace a little bit there. You can see he wants him to pick it up.
They got some rhythm going here. Back to pass. Pressure on him, and the blitz works, and they pick up a big sack. Bettendorf. And Diego Cortez celebrates. It looks like he was the first one to get to Loescher.
Bettendorf did a good job there. I mean, they got 2 or 3 or 4 guys through the line. They sensed it was probably passing down and got after the quarterback.
Ooh, loss of 9. So this is, like I say, loss of 7. 2nd down and 17. The ball goes way back to the 36-yard line. Tigers working out of a hole. They'll run the counter play. And Ryan Ostrich won't fool Bettendorf. They'll only pick up a couple yards. It looked like it was a passing situation. That's why they run the ball, hoping to catch Bettendorf off guard. But the Bulldogs are not surprised.
I think I've been impressed with it. Bettendorf's basically played 6 guys in the box, 6 or 7 at most. They've been able to control the run. That allows them to play safeties over the top on our receivers and do different things like that. That's really hurt us.
So it's a 3rd and 16. That was a pickup of just 1 yard. Tigers need to get to the 19 for a first down. Loescher, he's going to air it deep and just overthrows Ben Cernett. Incomplete. Now it's 4th down. I think this is probably 4-down territory.
I think they're going to punt. Guess we'll see, but
the ball is spotted right now at the 35.
I guess the other option is if you throw a pick near the 15 or 10-yard line, it's just like a punt.
And they have the offense in there. 3 wideouts to the right. One at the top of the field. Lone back is Ostrich. Loescher's going to throw. Pump fake. Steps up. Lobs it down the sidelines. He has Campbell. Caught. Touchdown. Give him 6.
Wow.
4th down and 16, and the Tigers convert for the score.
That's got to be a blown coverage by Bettendorf there. How do you let Trey Campbell go down sideline for a touchdown? Loescher steps up, has time, just flips it.
Wow, 4th and 16, and Cedar Falls scores.
Campbell turns on the Jets. That's the rest. What a big play, Mark. Wow.
So now the Tigers are going to try for the extra point. They missed the first attempt, and stoppage in play. And
has to be a procedure penalty then.
And this might be against Bettendorf, as the referee talking to the Cedar Falls sidelines. Someone step off sides, perhaps.
Well, they still have sides. You might go for 2 right here.
Well, Trey Campbell, that is his 7th touchdown catch of the year. There's Campbell. Hey, a rare smile from Trey. And for Loescher, that is his 22nd touchdown reception. So, yeah.
See, this is they take the offsides, move it half the distance, and go for 2 here right now.
The Tigers missed their first extra point, so this could work out if the Cedar Falls is able to convert. So Bettendorf, wow, another penalty against the Bulldogs. That has been their Achilles heel in this game.
I've had a real hard time running it straight ahead. It would be interesting if maybe do the option with Loester on the edge, or
it's 21-12. Tigers have the eye. They're going to throw the ball into the end zone, and it's caught by Remmert. Remmert able to hang on to it.
Tie goes to the receiver. You know, both guys kind of have it. They give it to Remmert, but that was close.
Well, he and a linebacker, it looked like, were both fighting for it.
Yeah, it looked like the linebacker and him both were right there about the same time.
The throw.
Looks like Remmert has it first, and then the linebacker kind of pulls it away.
That's Byrne.
Byrne. Quarterback to quarterback almost.
Well, how big is that offside? So now the Tigers get the 2-point conversion. So Tigers living on the edge. Mercy.
Was it 4th and 16 or 17, whatever that was?
4th and 16. They got the 36-yard touchdown pass, and then look at that.
And then me saying punt it. Why was it score a touchdown? I was like,
wow, that is just all that time in the weight room for Jacob Remmert pays off just
football.
in that catch.
Well, the other big thing is his size and length. You
Yeah.
know, he's able to go up and get that.
So now the Tigers pull within 7, and now kicking off. 4:34 to go. And no chance of return for the dangerous Tyler Pate. And first and 10 at the 20 coming up here for the Bulldogs. Let's see how the Bulldogs play it. So,
It'd be great to see if the defense kind of gets fired up here with that play.
So again, it was 4th and 16, and Tigers able to convert as we look at the other brackets going on. West Des Moines Valley taking on Waukee in another quarterfinal game tonight. Urbandale, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, and Dowling versus Ankeny. Dowling going for their 7th consecutive state championship. Look at Babe Bowie dancing his way, finding about 7 yards.
Those defenders just have to freeze because you know, he gets in there and he starts shaking. It's hard to bottle him up in there. He goes one way, cuts it back, goes the other way, cuts it back. It's just got to keep him contained.
Maybe dangerous flag football, eh? Just any type of football.
It's like that commercial with Jerome Bettis on the flag football team.
Oh, man. 2nd down and 3. There's Babe Bowie again. This time he has running room, and Babe Bowie. Strong run for him. It's a first down. He takes it up to the 36-yard line. There's that pounding ground game of Bettendorf.
It's just hard to deal with. You think you have him bottled up, he just steps through it. And
then he provides so many problems because you focus on him, and then the quarterback keeps it and gets a big run or tosses it to one of their dangerous receivers. So Byrne. They give it to Babe Bowie off the left side, and Babe Bowie stiff arms and fights his way to the 45-yard line.
Our linemen and linebackers feel like they're getting held quite a bit on the interior. That's just a mismatch on the outside with Babe Bowie's strength.
Just like that, they go from the 20 all the way up to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 1. Babe Bowie starting to get into a groove.
And they wear you down. I mean, that's where time of possession comes into play in the first half, where they have it for 17 minutes or whatever it was. That wears you down defensively at times.
That big physical offensive line for the Bulldogs. Running the option. Here's Babe Bowie, gets the snap, picks up the first down. He slips on that UNI logo right as he gets to midfield.
It's been a good response here by Bettendorf. You know, Cedar Falls gets some momentum on the touchdown and 2-point conversion, and Bettendorf's just moved the ball nicely right here.
Tigers were able to hold him to 93 yards the first time they met. He did score 4 touchdowns in that high-scoring win by Cedar Falls, 35-32.
Just makes you nervous every time he touches the ball.
Byrne. Again, Babe Bowie following his blockers. Now he accelerates. And a flag flies, and that's usually where holding occurs.
And our linemen have been asking for that for a long time because they feel like they're getting held quite a bit.
It is going to be a hold against the Bulldogs.
That run was impressive. Patience.
Watch him.
Right there.
appeared to be on Little.
I think
Oh, wait,
72.
No, okay.
De
Leon.
This is where the defense has got to make this hurt. You know, you got to. And here's where Bettendorf might go back to some of the more of those spread passes to the outside, because they were just pounding the ball with Bay Bowie there up to that point.
Tigers had never led. They trailed 14-0, cut it to 14-6. Bulldogs scoring early in this quarter, lead 21-6. Tigers getting a big touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's the jet sweep, and Douglas slips out of a tackle and fights his way up to the Cedar Falls 45. Looked like they had him. And Douglas, wow, does the Houdini trick. How'd he get out of this?
They're right there.
Oh, Caden Barnett, usually a sure tackler for Cedar Falls, unable to wrap him up.
And that's where we got to hit him a little lower, get him in the legs. Now Bettendorf's back right on there, down in distance here. Good tackle by Cedar there on the edge.
Second down and just 5 now, so they pick up big 15 yards. 2:45 and rolling here. Third quarter coming to a close. Cedar Falls trails by 7. Douglas in motion. Blitz is on. They'll throw it out in the flat. Caught by Douglas. He has running room. And Douglas just tripped up by Caden Barnett. A little
I don't know if
ankle
that
tackle.
was designed that way or if Byrne just has the freedom to make that play, but he read the blitz by Mickey there, flipped it right out there to Douglas. It's just a great read by him.
A.J. Douglas, he's had a big game. He hauled in that 13-yard touchdown pass earlier in this quarter, put the Bulldogs ahead by 15 at that point, 21-6. First and 10. Bettendorf driving after the Tiger touchdown. And now look at Bay Bowie. Bay Bowie.
Good tackle on the edge there by Nate G.
You got to wonder, is his nickname Bubba? Bubba Bowie.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it to him either way.
Gain of 7. Harrison Bay Bowie, man,
he delivers the blow on all those runs. He's finishing every run.
Coming into the game with 1,770 yards. He averages 10.3 yards per carry. That's just
You
ridiculous.
can see why. He just makes you nervous on every carry.
Running the option is Byrne. Byrne will keep it himself as he sees a seam and takes it all the way down to the 20. And this Tiger defense looks tired right now.
Been out there a long time, but they got to find a way to stiffen up here and get a stop. We kind of over pursued a little bit there, and the quarterback read that, cut it up.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. This Class 4A quarterfinal game. Glad you could join us here on Cedar Falls Community Television. Strong side to the right. Byrne. He's going to throw it. And there's Douglas. Makes the catch. And he takes off and picks up a quick 8 yards. So
It's like every time it look like we're going to blitz there, quarterback just pulls it out and throws it right to the slot. So we simulated like we were going to blitz. He just pulls it out, flips it right to the outside.
The name escapes me right now. I thought their quarterback last year was terrific, but Joe Byrne, he has really played a really strong game. He has been really directed this offense well.
And Bettendorf's been a great program, so every year they're just going to plug in more guys that are really good players.
Second down and just 2. Drive started at their own 20. Methodically moving down the field, rolling out to the left. Now they give the ball to Bay Bowie. Bay Bowie gets up the first down. A flag flies. This is going to be against Bettendorf for some illegal block.
It's got to be holding. But and again, you know, it seems like every player, lineman or linebackers, feel like they're being held right here on the edge. Mickey gets held. And that's what you got to do. You got to get your arms up and arms extended so it's obvious for the officials to see. It was good play design, though. Bettendorf rolled everyone out to the left. Looked like everything's flowing to the left, and then Bay Bowie counters to the right.
Take away the penalties in this ball game. Bettendorf has really played
They
strong.
moved the ball well, yeah.
But they are reaching double.
Some of those big plays, you know, do they break those runs if you're being allowed to hold on some of those? So
Well, they're in double digits now in penalties in this game. They're going to throw the ball out in the flat. Oh, and Bay Bowie drops it. And he pounces on it as if it's a live ball, but it looked like to be an incomplete pass.
Say if it's forward, it's going to be incomplete. It'd be interesting. He throws it from, yeah, that's a forward pass. That's big. Sets up 3rd and long here. And this is what the defense needs.
1:07 remaining in the 3rd.
And this play in the past has hurt us where we've covered the receivers, then the quarterback's tucked it down. Burns tucked it down and run. Got to make sure we have the quarterback covered on this play.
Third and 10 coming up for Bettendorf. Now get things situated here. Putting the ball on the far hash mark.
Yeah, because that's where the ball was when Bowie had the holding penalty when he was running the ball, and then they had the incomplete pass.
Now ready to go. 3rd down and 10. Can the Tiger defense come up with a big play? And now the referee stops play for the ball's even snap. And I'm not sure what this is about.
Cedar Falls coaches are asking about something over there on the edge.
And I'm not sure what this is, why the play was stopped.
This is a big play. I mean, it's a huge play for the Tigers here to force a kick if possible.
Reed Shea is the kicker for Bettendorf. He only has 4 attempts on the year coming into this game. Byrne rolls out and looking to throw his Byrne. Now he takes off and takes the ball down to the 14-yard line. Oh, it looked like
they're going for a field goal here.
Yeah, boy, it looked like one of the Tigers was grabbed up high.
That's what they've been saying after almost every play. They feel like that's been happening.
It was Caden Barnett coming in. Well, the ball is spotted where at the 14. So it's about a 30-yard field goal coming up for Shea. He has the leg. He's his long on the year is 44. Big kick. It's only 5th attempt of the year on the way. Looks to be good, and the referee says it is.
Clutch kick there by Shea.
Reed Shea coming through for Bettendorf with a big-time field goal straight down the middle.
Allbaugh's been close a couple times on those.
So Shea hits his 3rd field goal of the year and then stretches the lead to double digits, 10 points. But I guess for Cedar Falls, they have to feel the success that they kept Bettendorf out of the end zone.
That was a good response by Bettendorf, though, with the big drive the Tigers had and the 4th down conversion for a touchdown, and for them to bounce back and drive down the field and get some points. That's big for them.
Coming up here on Cedar Falls Community Television, we'll have UNI football against the Sycamores of Indiana State, and state tournament volleyball with the Cedar Falls Tigers. How about that? UNI men's basketball, and then we have high school basketball, swimming, boys basketball, the 2-time defending state champion Cedar Falls boys basketball team taking on Waterloo West.
And Waterloo West will be a top 10 team preseason as well. It should be a great game.
They beat the Tigers in overtime last year in Cedar Falls.
First time, then we beat them twice after that.
So the ball into the end zone, and again, you just feel the Tigers must score.
I agree, because it looks like Bettendorf's going to move the ball, and right now the best you're hoping for is field goals out of them right now, and so Tigers got to put points on the board.
So Cedar Falls trailed at halftime, 14-6, and now it's 24-14. Final ticks left, 24 ticks left in this 3rd quarter. Cale Loescher hand the ball off to Ryan Ostrich. Ostrich spins his way, still on his feet. Just bounces through, past the 35, 40, 45, and pushed out of bounds at midfield.
How did he get out of there?
And it looked like they had him a couple times, and Ostrich somehow just slips. Look at that.
Keeps his legs going. Keeps the legs going. That's the key.
Gotta appreciate the effort from number 32, Ryan Ostrich. That's a 30-yard run. Now the
Keeps
Tigers
his pad level low. It's hard to hit him.
right at midfield. Here's Ostrich again. Submarines his way for about 3. So that will close out the third quarter. Bettendorf up by 10 heading into the fourth. Tigers trying to rally here at the Dome. And we'll be back right after this. Cedar Falls postseason football is brought to you by our main sponsor, Witham Auto Center. Everything we do is driven by you. Located on South Main Street, Cedar Falls, or find them online at withamauto.com. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes of this Class 4A quarterfinal game right after this on Cedar Falls Community Television.
Looking for the absolute best deals in Iowa on new Fords? Witham Ford in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City has you covered. Looking for the Cedar Valley's largest Ford selection? Witham Ford has you covered. Our 3 locations means we're the Cedar Valley's largest Ford dealer, covering all of your Ford needs for sales, service, and parts. So shop the Ford dealer you can count on. Shop Witham Ford in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and LaPorte City.
Everything we do is driven by you.
Tigers down by 10 heading into the fourth. Cedar Falls has something going here after a couple long runs by Ryan Ostrich. Here's Ostrich again, and Ryan Ostrich, exciting junior, dives forward right up to the 41-yard line. Maybe not as dynamic as Harrison Bay Bowie, but he has been a big weapon for Cedar Falls this year.
He kind of bounces off tacklers quite a bit. With his size, when he lowers his pads, there's no real great place to hit him.
And through 3 quarters, Bettendorf 335 yards in total offense. Cedar Falls 206. It's a third down and less than a yard, and a quarterback keeper. And the Tigers, Cale Loescher follows the block of center Mike White. Picks up the needed yardage for the first down.
Another good drive here by the Tigers. It's crazy to think in that first half they had about 1 3/4 of that first half where they only had 5 plays.
This is 2 strong football programs in Class 4A meeting in this quarterfinal game. Pass over the middle, caught by Campbell, and Trey Campbell brought down at the 16-yard line as the sophomore makes another big catch in this second half.
These are the plays that have been big for us. That seam, Trey's able to get some space, go up and get it.
Tyler Pate with the tackle for the Bulldogs. Cedar Falls has the ball at the 16, down by 10. 10:49 remaining in the game. Cedar Falls is desperately trying to get into the end zone. They'll give the ball off to Ostrich, and coming off the edge and getting the tackle, it looked like it was Ryan Cole, the leading tackler for Bettendorf. He's a little undersized, but boy, he is.
You can see why, though. He flies in there, has great instincts. He kind of read that play early on, acted like he was in coverage, and then made the read, flew in there and made the tackle.
Terrific motor.
You don't have to be big to be a good tackler.
Gator just won on the play. Tigers at the 15-yard line. Loescher out of the gun. As we approach the 10-minute mark of this ball game. Cale back to pass, throws it, end zone, and overthrows the intended receiver. Looks like
Alex Schmidt was the intended receiver there.
Schmidt, a 5'6" junior. Haven't seen much of him this year, and overthrows him, and now it's 3rd down and 9. Tigers somehow have had the knack to come up with these big plays, but again, how many times can you do it during the course of a game? So they'll have Landon Wolf and Trey Campbell split wide to the right, Cernette to the left.
They're double teaming Campbell at man-to-man with one over the top, looks like.
Tigers running the option, Loescher, and Bettendorf brings him down, and he'll lose a yard. Now it's 3rd down and 11, so the Tigers are going to have to try for a field goal here with Bryce Albaugh
And this may be designed to get the ball to this side of the field, that side of the hash, if that's where Bryce likes to kick it from. You're going to have to score twice anyways.
Good tackle by Diego Cortez. So the try for the field goal on the way, and Alba looks, oh, he's wide left. Oh, he had plenty of leg, but he missed it. So Alba missing an extra point, now a field goal. And the Tigers come away with nothing on that drive. Watch it again, and that was close.
It's hard to tell when it crosses, but yeah, it definitely was hooking left.
And now 9:16 to go in the game. With a 10-point lead, here comes Bettendorf. The Tigers desperately trying to get a quick 3 and out.
This is where it's a lot of pressure on the defense.
And now this is where Bettendorf, they can just eat up the clock with that tremendous running game. And here's the man, Bay Bowie, caught in the backfield, then accelerates, gets up to the 25-yard line, then there's the scrum, and look at the pile moving. How come the referee didn't stop it? And people still moving, and they wind up with an 8-9-yard game, and they're firing up that Bulldog sideline.
Yeah, I don't think those plays are necessarily safe. You know, when they get them stood up like that, that's how somebody gets rolled up on or run over, basically. But
winds up being a 9-yard pickup. So it looks like forward progress is over, and then you have the offensive linemen come in there, and they push from behind. And I understand your point. Until he's down, the play is still,
whistle, yep,
the play is still active. Here's Bay Bowie. He's had a big second half. He picks up the first down, and he came close to breaking it all the way. Finally bringing him down from behind. Riley Barnett, the sophomore linebacker for Cedar Falls, but another first down run.
This is where the time just ticks away here.
Cedar Falls has beaten Bettendorf the last 2 times in the regular season, but again, winless against the Bulldogs in the postseason. All time, they're 0-3. Bettendorf with the momentum. Time now at 8:08 remaining in the game, and the Bulldogs up by 10. And Bay Bowie up the middle. Moves the pile forward. Tigers trying to strip that ball out.
And that's what you have to do if they're going to let the play go. You got to try to rip it out. He's just so strong with the ball. He covers it up, 2 hands. You're just not going to get it out of there.
He's listed at 5'10", 205. Tremendous leg strength, it looks like.
And he does a really good job of waiting for, just a little bit of a seam to open, and then it's just downhill running.
So Bettendorf has advanced the football up to the 44-yard line. 7:26 remaining in the game. And Bay Bowie finding a big running room up the middle. Sheds one tackler, still on his feet, and a trio of Tigers finally able to bring him down inside the 20.
Well, this is where defensively they have to force a field goal to keep it a 2-score game. That's what he does, though. You just keep pounding the ball, and eventually he breaks one of those.
Bettendorf trying to advance to the semifinals, and right now have all the momentum with that big run by Harrison Bay Bowie. Ball at the 19-yard line. Again, that Tiger defense just kind of getting worn down. Remember, they on the field so much in that first half. And the quarterback keeper and Joe Byrne carrying tackles all the way down.
Fumble,
look at that.
Fumble.
He lost it at the end,
Cedar
and
Falls
Tigers come up with it. Wow, huge play. Eli Mickey strips it out of the hands of quarterback Joe Byrne. And the Tigers stay alive in this ball game.
I was just going to say, he did a really good job of keeping it covered up, but at the last couple of yards, he extends it to try to finish the run. See, it's all covered up, and then he gets it out a little bit. Ball comes out, and Mickey just takes it right from him.
Well, Cedar Falls has a long ways to go, but they get the football. First turnover of the game by Bettendorf.
They still have a chance.
Down by 10, 6:45 remaining. They have to go 96 yards to get into that end zone. Loescher only has lost one game in his high school career as a starter. Chased out of the pocket, gets a block, and picks him up to the 11.
Didn't even hit him.
Wow, and they're calling a penalty on Trey Campbell for an illegal block. There wasn't any contact. I don't know, I disagree with that. We'll see that. Watch the end of the play here when Ford Loescher runs out of bounds.
They're calling it's a blindside block is what they call it, but he's got to make contact with him.
Yeah, there's Tyler Pate rolled, but there was no contact. We'll see a better angle from here. So that's it. Now they are waving it off. That seems to be. Well, the Bettendorf fans don't like it.
Now,
if
he would have made contact there,
there's no contact.
If he would have lined him up and hit him, that's a 15-yard penalty. That's close. It's hard to tell from here if he made contact or not, but it didn't look like it.
Now, he did lean his shoulder over, but there was no contact. And kind of Tyler Pate, the safety for Bettendorf, got out of the way. And the Tigers pick up a first down, the ball at the 15-yard line. 6:36 to go. Cedar Falls down by 10. Loescher deep down the field. Campbell makes the catch, stays on his feet. Hutchins, Daniel Hutchins is 24 with the grab, not 26, and takes it close to midfield. And a couple Bulldogs slow getting up. And it looks like Ethan Berry, a linebacker, down around the 45-yard line, still on his stomach.
He's the one that just missed that tackle after Hutchins had caught it. Cernette tried to help him up there, but looked like maybe his arm got extended when he's trying to reach out for that tackle.
Trainers looking at the injured player. Berry, a senior linebacker, second on the team in tackles this year for the Bulldogs. So if he has to leave the game, his absence would be felt. So breaking the action right now as they look at the injured player.
He's at the end of this play here. He tries to make the tackle. His arm gets extended. Tries to make the tackle right here and kind of slips off right away. It seems like a potential shoulder injury to me.
I guess I was watching the catch by.
He comes in at the end of the play.
Daniel Hutchins.
Yeah, he's trying to make the tackle, and it looked like shoulder to me.
He gets up.
You got somebody running full speed one way. He's going the other way and reaches out with his arm. That's what it looked like to me.
Walking on his own power, but it looks like more concerned about would be the right arm.
Yep.
So the Tigers, a big catch by Daniel Hutchins. 6:26 still remaining in the ball game. Tigers just come out with a huge turnover as Eli Mickey stripping the ball out of the hands of the quarterback Berm, and it looked like he was going to take the ball inside the 5. Loescher, record holder in several categories here at Cedar Falls. Set up a screen. Ryan Ostrich, and coming in. And there's Tyler Pate. Big hit with the shoulder pads.
He's ready for that one. Man, what a read. Breaks on the ball.
And look at that, just as he's getting momentum. Hello.
Clean hit, too. It wasn't leaning with his shoulder, or he wasn't leaning with his head. Hits with his shoulder,
and somebody's shaking up here for
lost
Bettendorf.
a shoe.
Oh.
How does that work? Does he have to come out of the game?
That's Kane Schmidt, one of the linebackers. He'll come out. Quickly running in will be Nicholas Mathis for Bettendorf. 5:56 shows on the clock. Bettendorf trying for the upset here over the number 2 ranked Cedar Falls Tigers. Here in the quarterfinals, looking left, now looking right. Now Loescher goes down as the Bulldogs get to him with a big sack. Now it's 3rd and long. Loescher was looking, but he could not find anybody. And
some of those routes, they're a combination routes where Loescher's got to have some time to throw it. Bettendorf just
is that
got
a
lot of
coverage
guys
sack?
through.
Is that what he?
I think so. I mean, he's waiting for something to develop, and by the time he's looking for something, there's already 2 or 3 guys through.
3rd and 14. Tigers desperately need a big play. Loescher, it's going to throw it across the field, and he short hops it, incomplete.
You're getting to the point now where you got to go for it.
Just 5:15 remaining, and you trail by 10. That's probably a good thing that ball's short hop, because it looked like a couple defensive backs were standing in front of the intended receiver, Landon Wolf. Now Cedar Falls is going to call a timeout here. Big play.
We just haven't. I think they got to go for it now because we haven't been able to stop them.
This might be the ball game here with 5:15 to go. And if the Tigers can't convert, Bettendorf certainly will have everything in their favor. The 10-point lead and the football with that big offensive line and that.
The impressive thing for them is they've been getting pressure with 4 guys. Their 4 defensive linemen have been able to put pressure on Kale, and he hasn't really had time to throw it.
So it's been a good ball game here at the UNI-Dome for this quarterfinal matchup. Bettendorf has played very well tonight. They had a strong first half that propelled them lead 14-6, but it was kind of the body blows in the first half when they kept the Cedar Falls offense off the field for most of that first half and just kind of worn down that Tiger defense, it appears.
Yeah, you hear the focus on Bay Bowie, but the first half it was everybody else that was really hurting us. So we did a good job of stopping him. But in the second half, he's kind of gotten loose, and they just had everything clicking on offense.
Well, the Tigers need to get to the Bettendorf 42. Bulldog fans up and standing, making noise here at the Dome. Tiger fans crossing their fingers here, hoping Cedar Falls can come away with another big play. Loescher back to pass. He's going to throw it deep, looking for Cernat. There's contact.
Oh, he ran into him.
Cernat asking for a penalty, won't get it, and Bettendorf will take over on downs. Just 5:08 remaining. Looking for the big play receiver, Ben Cernat. Wow, looked like a little contact before that.
That's what Cernat was asking about there, but.
On the coverage, Miku Smith-Reed. Just as he was turning around, trying to face the football, it looked like there's.
They do let it be a little more physical in high school play than some of the upper levels. So
now Bettendorf try to run out the clock here. That's how Cedar Falls won that first matchup. They were ahead 35-32, got the ball with about 3:10 remaining in the game, 3 minutes, 10 seconds, able to run out the clock. And there's Bay Bowie fights his way, and again, always falling forward. Takes the ball up to the 41-yard line.
Riley Barnett on the stop.
He got stopped there at the line of scrimmage, was able to get 3 or 4 yards.
So Bay Bowie, who's a transfer student from Moline, Illinois, coming into the Hawkeye State, and he's made a huge impact for Bettendorf. Second down and 7, ball at the Cedar Falls 41. Again, Cedar Falls is going to be trying to strip the ball out of the hands of anybody who carries the ball. This is Bay Bowie, who accelerates and puts his head down, and just hard-fought yardage here, but valuable time going off the clock here.
Coach Remmert calls timeout here.
Cedar Falls will use their second timeout. Brad Remmert, head coach of the Tigers in his 15th year, leading Cedar Falls undefeated coming into this game. Coach Remmert, 15 years to coach, 14 times Cedar Falls has been in the playoffs, including all the way to the state finals last year before they lost that heartbreaker to Dowling. And he has done a great job carrying the torch of the late Pat Mitchell. But he's got to be concerned right now. 4:16 to go in the game, and the Bettendorf Bulldogs on the road ahead by 10. Of course, the winner will be back at the UNI-Dome in the semifinals next week.
This is one where the quarterback keep could be pretty tough to handle here because you're expecting Bay Bowie with the run here. They've done that a little bit in the past.
Third down and 3. And Bay Bowie's going to be caught from behind.
Big play by Weimer.
The Tigers, Trayton Weimer, defensive end, coming up with the tackle. 4th down coming up. Cedar Falls uses their final timeout. 4:10 remaining. One of the rare times they have been able to bring down Bay Buoys, particularly here in the second half. Trey Weimer's had a really strong senior season. So
be interesting to see if Bettendorf tries to pin us deep here, or if they go for it here on 4th and about 4 or 5.
Tigers, again, coming into this game, they were unbeaten in the playoffs versus teams they beat the same year in the regular season. 9-0, but that streak could end if Bettendorf is able to hang on for the victory here.
They tried to draw Cedar Falls off on 3rd down. I'm sure they'll go with the hard count here again.
My thanks going out to Bryant Wetzel. Again, giving me some awesome stats throughout the season about the Cedar Falls Tigers. Bryant, a great Tiger historian. Cedar Falls football historian. Appreciate all his help. So here's 4th down. This is the ball game here. Byrne out of the shotgun. Bobbles it. Oh, it's a quick kick. Tigers may have got a hand on that. The ball rolls. Oh, it's going to go inside the 5 and down at the 4-yard line. 4:02 to go.
It's close to getting blocked. Well, this has got to be quick. You know, you got to have multiple plays ready to go. If you get first downs in play, you got to be ready to play quick.
Tigers have that big play capability. Guys like Cernat, Campbell, Hutchins, Ostrich. But right now, if you're Bettendorf, how do you play this defensively?
Well, they've been able to get pressure with 4, so it allows them to play a lot of coverage, but that's all they're going to do is rush those 4. You might send a linebacker from time to time, but play safeties over the top, no big plays.
Tigers down by 10. 4:02 to go in the game, out of timeouts. Loescher back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Caught in stride. This is Campbell. And then whipped down around the 33-yard line. It's a first down catch. Trey Campbell, just a sophomore, and boy, he has a bright future ahead of him.
He looked great there. Good throw by Loescher right over the top. Threads the needle there.
Might be his best pass of the game. 1st and 10, the ball at the 33-yard line.
Start.
Oh, and there's illegal procedure against Cedar Falls. So coming into the game, Bettendorf 8-2. They're both losses coming in the regular season to eventual district champions. Cedar Rapids Kennedy, their own district, District 5, and Cedar Falls, champions of District 4. But the Bulldogs trying to get revenge here. They lead by 10, 3:47 to go. So it's 1st and 15 after that illegal procedure. Loescher back to pass. Again, they put the pressure on him, and they're going to get to Kale. 4-man rush and bringing the heat, and that's Shepard Foster.
The tough part about that is the time that takes away, too. That's the big part.
Just 3:24 and ticking. Cedar Falls needs 2 scores. Back to pass, Loescher throwing it deep down the sidelines, and Loescher and Cernat. Miscommunication there as Cernat stopped around about the 45-yard line. So now it's 3rd down and 12. Tigers have to get up to the 43.
They have time here to set up what they want with that incompletion there. Take their time, get what you want here.
Inside pressure. Here's a throw, and it's caught. A late flag. It's going to be a holding penalty against Cedar Falls. Real late flag came out as Cernat with the reception for the first down. Seemed to be the correct call, but flag came in late.
Abbott's really hurt us there. He's had some big catches at tight end, but he's actually done more damage, in my opinion, at defensive end. He's been able to slip around, slip under, make his moves on the edge there. We've had a really hard time blocking him.
6'5", 220-pound senior. And this will be against Cedar Falls. And
the tough thing with him is just how mobile he is. He's 6'5", 220, but he's quick and he's able to put leverage on the tackles. And they've been rushing 3 now, and he's still getting pressure when rushing 3. This is one where you got to try to get about half the yardage back here.
Oh
man, how long was that penalty? Yeah, just keep going.
Wow.
So a double hold almost.
The ball goes back to the 13. Mercy. Well, 3rd down and 30 yards to go here for the Tigers. They have to get up to the 43. Tigers need a miracle. Loescher, and there's Abbott. Pressure. Loescher spins out of it, lobs it down the field. That's going to be intercepted by Byrne. That's going to wrap up the game. Byrne slides to his knee at the 30, and the Bulldogs begin celebrating. Just 2:51 to go in the game.
Yeah, and he's trying to make it a play there. Cale tries to extend the play there. You got to throw it downfield. Got to tip your cap to the Bettendorf there. They played great today. And again, Abbott just causing problems. Just flips it.
And over the head of Campbell, and
a smart play there by Byrne just to get down. Don't take a chance where you could fumble the return or have something bad happen. Just get down and run the ball here. And
second interception thrown by Loescher, 3rd turnover against Cedar Falls. They had that fumble here early in the 3rd quarter. So a couple turnovers. Good teams do. They go in for scores. That's what Bettendorf did. Now they're trying to sew up the game. Here's Babe Bowie. Fights his way for about 4 or 5 yards. Tigers out of timeouts. Nothing they can do right now.
I think it's 1 first down. It's probably over.
So great season for the Tigers, going unbeaten, and they beat this Bettendorf team, and they beat a top 10 team in Ankeny.
Yeah, it's been another great year. It's only one team in each class gets to end the year on a win, and it's been a great year. You got to thank the seniors for a great year, and it's been a lot of fun to cover these guys, and the coach has done a great job all year. You get to these games and somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose.
Tigers were hoping they could move into the semifinals and stay here at the Dome, but it appears that's not going to happen. You see some of the Tigers, they sense it. You see Cernat and Bonenkamp, arms around each other. And that camaraderie you gain, it's something special. These guys will never forget about it. Their careers here at Cedar Falls.
Exactly. And you see the games on Fridays, but you don't see all the time in the weight room and the time of practice and all the time they put in together. And it's tough when it ends like this, and that's part of the game.
Bettendorf calling a timeout, letting the time tick away. So Aaron Wiley, who was an assistant for Cedar Falls under Pat Mitchell for 5 years, before moving down to Bettendorf. He'll end a personal 2-game losing streak. CF. Again, Coach Wiley for Bettendorf, Coach Remmert for Cedar Falls were roommates in college. How weird is that? Here's Byrne keeping the ball himself. Stopped. No gain on the play.
Good tackle there by Clements.
Clements is terrific senior season. Now it's 3rd down and 6, and again, Bettendorf's just going to watch the time go down and look at the brackets here. We see Dowling moving on to the semifinals. They beat Ankeny. So Dowling, only loss on the year for them was to West Des Moines Valley. So they go for their 7th straight state championship. Of course, they beat the Tigers in the finals last year.
I'm going to make a prediction. I think this is the year it ends.
I hope you're right. I am tired of seeing the Maroons host that championship at the end of the game.
I think West Des Moines Valley looks really good, and I've been impressed with Kennedy. I know they were losing when I saw it halftime by like 10-3 or 10-7, but I know Kennedy is a really strong team as well.
So Bettendorf again, they watch the play clock go down to about 1, and then they call a timeout. So
the Tigers are selling out here to rip the ball out or try to cause any kind of turnover they can here. Bettendorf on the other side just covered up with 2 and get what you can and get down.
Got this moment. Want to thank everybody here at Cedar Falls Community Television for all their help all season long. Great production people. Spent hours and hours here at the UNI-Dome getting each prepared for each game throughout the week, doing a wonderful job. Each year the production value goes so much higher as Harrison Baybuey stiff arms and picks up the first down, and that'll sew the game up. The ball at the 15 with a minute 13 to go. Now they can just go down to one knee and celebrate here.
They did a good job of staying in bounds too.
And the Bettendorf fans came up here to the UNI-Dome. You see Valley beat Waukee tonight, so they are into the semifinals. They will reseed the 4 teams that go into the semifinals. So it might be another rematch. Well, no, it'd probably be Valley and Bettendorf.
It depends on who won between Kennedy and Urbandale.
Byrne goes to one knee, the victory formation. I think they'll have to do it just one more time, and that will wrap up the ball game here. So the Tigers, a tough first half. They fell behind 14-6, and that early turnover in the third quarter. As they'll go to one more, snap the ball one more time, and Bettendorf is now 9-2 on the year, and they celebrate as they move on into the semifinals. As they upset Cedar Falls, 24-14 is the final score. Tigers will be disappointed, but they're going to look back and realize what a wonderful season they had. So the teams will shake hands, and final seconds tick off.
Another undefeated district title, and just thanks to the players and the coaches for putting on a great performance all year.
So it doesn't end the way Cedar Falls hopes, but still, the Tigers, another strong showing this 2019 season. Congratulations to Bettendorf as they will move now on to the semifinals. So again, our thanks going out to everybody here at Cedar Falls Community Television for their help throughout the year. Just a marvelous job. Thanks to the coach, John Yoakum. John, great job this year.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, a lot of fun working with you. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I'm Mark Simpson, and you've been watching Cedar Falls Tiger football on Cedar Falls Community Television.